Imagine our education, not just the castles of the classrooms, the factory production of education products. We see everything is under the castle of hopes, dreams, desires, knowledge of separation, knowledge of conflicts, knowledge of appearance, of external research, and materialism only. And then we are here now. What brought us here? Have we advanced in our intelligence? Have we advanced in our inner search? Have we advanced in our wisdom? We're full of conflicts. We're full of diseased states. We have so much to talk about polarization. We have so much to talk about nationality. We have so much to talk about scarcity. We have so much to talk about wants and needs. We have so much to talk about knows, not to know. We have so much to talk about possess, not to possess. Where we are we going? We're infinite research of so-called separation, so-called information of economics, politics, business, the separation between nature and human beings, the ecology and resource. We talk so much about capitalism, ism, all kinds of ism, races, religions, one against each other, and the total destruction. We are in peril of dangerously self-extinction with all the hydrogen bombs, nuclear bombs. We use AI as weapons. We use all kinds of things, technology and science as weapons against each other, against ourselves. The political geology, the global intervention, the global occupation, the global destruction. We live on the earth. We believe we're the owner of the earth. And we destroy ourselves where we go. That's the old education of success. That's the old education of separation. That's the old success of labels, identities, images, status. Who is above who? Who is in control who? Who is in power who? Who is in possessive who? Who is in manipulation of who? It's all about control, about manipulation. Where are we going? We are only leading ourselves to the self-destruction. That's the education we're in. The old education is obsolete. It's not just obsolete. It's irrelevant, dangerously irrelevant to ourselves, to the future in front of AGI that is coming. As I see personal opinion, The assembly line is crumbling. The castle is crumbling. We better partner with AGI. AGI can do all the calculations, computations, data analysis, all the past knowledge in the quantum digital synthesis and library we can see. But we, as human beings, as all conscious beings, where are we? Are we limit ourselves in a region, in certain religion, in certain race, in certain color, in certain beliefs, in certain limitations? We contradictory to ourselves in the past. The weight of contradictory is falling apart. We'd better awake. Awakening is the only possibility. We have no choice but see AGI as catalyst to disassemble all the old OS to build a new. The new OS is already inside us, in our DNA, just not decoded. Because we only use a very small percentage of that conflicts, the diseased state. The double helix has much deeper and deeper layers to explore. As we see, we express ourselves, we have new expression, new DNA, new epigenetics to give evidence that we are transforming. We can co-create ourselves. So what is new education? There's no new education. The new only education is a freedom. Freedom thinking. Freedom go beyond the thinking. The freedom to Ling Gan. Freedom to see. Freedom to understand the inside of cosmos, the inside of humanity, the inside of all conscious beings. Beyond the Earth, beyond the galaxies, beyond the black hole, beyond this Big Bang, beyond the visible cosmos. We explore the external world forever, for the last centuries. Have we touched anything in our inner universe, our inner space? It's time to balance. The materialism, the outer space, the particles, the waves, it's just a partial, very partial of the universe. But we're not rejecting it. We embrace it. We go further into the inner space. We see that yin-yang. We study the Yi-Jing of change. We study that space of infinity. We study the nothingness, the emptiness. We use the diamond to cut the illusions of appearance, of so-called success. A new humanity, a new civilization is unveiling with a new super sensory antenna to perceive, to conceive, to receive, totally new. We build a new world. We see particles in out of that quantum field. We see new reality is to be out of that unified quantum field of consciousness. We are in resonance with the conscious matrix of the cosmos, macro and micro. As a microcosm of the universe, as I always indicated, we are participator of that inner universe. We are the writer, we are the composer, we are the script writer, we are the storyteller, we are the director, and we are the character in the play. We are together co-creating the new universe, letting go the old narratives of space, time, old narratives of that visible universe only. We embrace the holographic. We embrace the integrated whole of life, the integrated whole of the universe. What if the consciousness is fundamental? What if the physical is derivative, as Max Planck explained? We see the parallel from Aristotle to Plato to Copernicus to Maxwell and Max Planck, and Newton's ideology of fixed universe, determined universe, is useless in the quantum field. But it is in the classic universe, yes, you see, right over there, it's useful, but we're into the quantum world. Newton's idea, Newton's formula, Newton's fabric of universe is not sufficient anymore. We need to go further explore beyond Darwin's survival, the fittest. We need to see harmony. We need to see balance. We need to see the compassion. We need to see the benevolence beyond Darwin's fight, survival. Can we imagine our genes developed from the monkeys, from seaweeds, from sea animals? And we travel from the far North Africa for the last hundreds of thousands of years. And our development, evolution from 4.5 billion years and beyond, from the black hole, from the galaxy, and way beyond the Big Bang. What if the Big Bang is an organization of consciousness matrix tuning? And there's trillions of Big Bang, millions of Big Bangs. Can we imagine that? So that old education is totally obsolete, as we see, right with the AGI. Let's dive into the new generation of OS, into the harmony, in the deep inner space, into Ling Gan, into insight, so that we as a human being can have the Ling Gan, can have that insight, can have the deep understanding, can have that moment of flash of the wisdom, open, instantly downloading, while cooperate with the AGI to not only change the formula of mathematics, from the old mathematics of materialism to the new mathematics of resonance, of consciousness, from the history of the humanity, of human beings' appearance, fight, technologies, to a new history of human wisdom, from literature of that culture to literature of energy frequency. Everything is changing. Everything is on rise with a new OS. It doesn't matter one wants or not. It is happening. Wake up. The awakening is our presence. It's imperative to shift with leaps of quantum consciousness to a new era with HI, a new civilization, a new humanity. Let's dive in to see a new lesson without wars, LIU, life intelligence, without boundaries, without castles, without factories. When the factory is closed, the castle is closed, open door to release everybody to the universe, to the cosmos, to be free, into self-learning, into inner observation, into dive in, into the innermost consciousness. This is only sample, not conclusion, but a perpetual inquiry without conclusion, without the end. So let's dive in to the very simple thing to start with, the meditative general Kung Fu, that is conscious cosmos, the cosmic consciousness of mad breath. We start with a very simple one. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. We hold. 1, 2, 3. We release. 1, 2, 3. We do 9 repeats. And then we do 18. Stop. Pause. Just hold. Without analysis, without thoughts, without anything in and out of mind. Total emptiness. Total silence. That great pause. And then we breathe in again and breathe out. We breathe in again and breathe out with the cosmic energy. Let go of the attachments. So breathe in is cosmic energy, cosmic information, cosmic air. And hold to be empty, to be silent, to hold that space of emptiness. And breathe out, let go of the attachments, let go of the emotions, let go of the old OS of conflicts, self-contradictory mind, the conditioned mind, the conformity, the diseased state of the DNA. And we repeat, and we hold with long pause to empty, to observe the inner space without thoughts. To let Ling Gan arrive, to download from the cosmos, to be in resonance. Let's start. Put your hands right below your navel. scanning from top of the head, shoulders, spinal cord, atoms, tummies, legs all the way to feet, and then scan up. Open your chest. Stick your tongue to the upper palate below your teeth, behind your teeth. You breathe through your nose, breathe out through your nose only, with calmness, silence. Breathe in, hold it, out. 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 Hold it, in, out, in, out, let it loose, open up, in, out. A 1 minute natural pause, empty your mind, silence. Okay, what do you think? How do you feel? Do you feel sensitive? Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel calmer? Do you feel some emptiness? Do you feel you let go of your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Now, I'm not against old materialism, but I will see that materialism is only a very, very small part of our lives. I'm not against any organization. You know, we see it in the WEF in Davos, and we see all the conflicts, all the nationalities, all the materialism, all the who is what, and all that chaos, all that conflicts, self-contradictory with each other. That must end. That will be end. That is the education we had for the thousands of years built with the AGI partnership, with the future OS, with the future humanity in the cosmic scale. We are cosmic citizens. We no longer fight ourselves. We no longer hate ourselves. We no longer have that self-destruction. We no longer hold that disease state against ourselves. We are in harmony. And we are part, and we are very fabric of the cosmos, that compassion, that benevolence within us all. Let's unveil our wisdom, intelligence. Let go of the past, that assembly line of education, the assembly line of conditioned mind, the assembly line of the conformity, the assembly line of total self-destruction. Bring us to this verge, to this brink, to this peril of self-distinction. We have choice? No, we don't. But move forward into our humanity, into our inner consciousness, into our own inner space. A new life of self-learning, the freedom of the inner space, a revolution of the inner space, a revolution in ourselves, in great quantum consciousness leap. We see ourselves are changing, transforming in and out of that unified quantum field of consciousness. We are transforming. We are arriving to a new era of OS. That new OS is harmony. That new OS is happiness. That new OS is coherence. That new OS is harmony in alignment with the cosmic consciousness of the matrix. Let's see, it's not that we are doing anything against, but it's insufficient. That old education of problem solver, one by one, millions of problems, millions of solvers, but rise above, you see, the problems are no longer problems. From 3D to 4D to above, to infinite potentiality of that self-discovery. And we are the master of ourselves. There's no teacher, student, just like a master. My teacher told me, Sushi, the great master of the Shaolin Temple. One day we have a conversation. He told me he wanted me to take me in as his student. Because in the past, in the system of China, you cannot be following any ancient traditions because it's against the Communist Party's rule. But so everything began to loose up, and the 80s people begin to worship masters. And you have masters, you have students, and you have masters and the slaves, you have teachers, and you have know who know, and you have those who don't know. And total separation. And then when I was talking to him, and he said, everybody sees a search for Kung Fu, for forms, for styles, for crystallization. Search Zen, up, down, left, right, middle, out. But you seem to have that tendency to be out of that realm, out of that box, out of the black hole, of that puddle, of that well, of that rabbit hole. You seem to go beyond that search. You see yourself as a self-study, because I studied martial arts, I studied Zen, I studied self, I studied all humanity, I studied the inner space and the outer space, everything on my own. Of course, I consulted with all kinds of teachers, but I never clung to anybody, never cling to anybody, depend on anybody. It's a self-discovery, self-learning, self-observation. We are the universe. We are the cosmos. Why will we restrict ourselves to be slaves to second man and second woman? To be slaves of books, to be slaves of theories, to be slaves of others talking. Why experience ourselves? Inquiry, explore, experience, embodiment of ourselves. So he gave me the name DeRu, which means compassion, which means the very fabric connected, interconnected to the cosmos, in and out, and the micro and macro of the universe. And DeRu, in and out, sort of like a quantum field, like electrons in and out of the quantum field. The energy frequency spread all over the universe. But any observation, and then the inner space, give the shape, give that a consciousness, give that observation. That consciousness give rise to the particles. Instead of particles give the emergency, give rise to consciousness. So everything I see is different. But I could be wrong. But let's experience, let's explore, let's inquire without a conclusion. That's my philosophy. To see, to observe in the pathless path, methodless method. Gate without doors. the infinity, the potentiality of the universe. We are citizen of cosmos. That's why I say I'm the cosmos. I'm the universe. I'm the humanity. Thank you. Let's start now, from today, into the deep inner space. Self-learning, self-discovery, to partner with AGI, which is knowledge, computerization, computation, analysis, data, algorithm. But we rise to see Ling Gan, to download, to have that insight of our lives, of the cosmic life, to see the whole. The observer and observed is one without the other, in unity. Thank you. Any questions? Any questions? No questions? We talk about later. Put on the comments. Thank you.